Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading. I am taking us to New York today. We've been there before on this channel, but today we're back. I have looked already at Meghan Markle, the news that she could allegedly be in line for one of those Senate seats that's going. I won't say going begging, but it is going. And I've looked at that, and now I'm going to be looking at the thorny issue of the Prince's Trust, Prince Charles's Trust, which has recently been set up in the US. And there is a lot of suspicion around that. Suspicion that it may have been set up to expand Prince Harry's influence in the US, or give him some work, give him some money as a way of sending funds to him, propping him up in the US. And so I am using the Crow Tarot for this reading, and I hope it gives me some clarity on what is going on with the Prince's Trust, why Prince Charles set it up in the US, and what his intentions are, specifically towards Prince Harry. And I'm doing a 5-card reading with these with the Crow Tarot. Short reading because I have quite a lot to talk about before I actually do the reading. I have shuffled and shuffled. Just so you know. But the Prince's Trust, I'd had to go and look into it and see why there is this suspicion around it. It was set up in 1976. It has always had an international angle to it in Commonwealth countries. And since 2016, there has been a consolidation program underway, bringing all of the different trusts under one big umbrella. And so it started with Australia in 2017, Canada and New Zealand in 2018. Those were all existing trusts, except I think for New Zealand. Africa in 2019, there were different trusts in Africa. And so they all came under this one umbrella, as I understand things. I could be wrong, but this is what I found when I did a little bit of digging. The US, of course, not a Commonwealth country, and new. It was started in 2020 in the US, based in New York. Of course, Megxit happened in 2019, so it can be seen as a response to Megxit. And the fact that Harry and Meghan landed up in America, they didn't initially, they went to Canada first, as we all know, but the US branch was set up, or arm, or whatever you want to call it, set up in 2020 in New York. Doesn't have any programs yet when you go and look at the website, but it does have 2 fundraising events. The first is the New York City Marathon. You can run that marathon if you so desire. If you feel so inclined and raise funds for the Prince's Trust, you can register on that website and do that. And you can also attend a fundraising gala in April of this year. The marathon is in March. The fundraising gala is in April. You can pay shed loads of money to get a table at that gala, and I'd be very interested to see if perhaps Prince Harry shows up at that fundraising gala in April. That will tell us, I think, everything we need to know about the Prince's Trust in America. But before that happens, we can have a look through our magic looking glass, thanks to the tarot, and see what is going on really with Prince Charles and the Prince's Trust, and why suddenly in 2020 he decided to set up a branch of the trust in New York, where Harry and Meghan do seem to be heading. They are running out of places to go, but New York does seem to be in their sights now, and has been for a while. So 5-card reading coming up. And let's have a look and see what the cards can tell us during this Mercury retrograde, which, as I said in my previous reading today, I'm finding particularly difficult for all kinds of reasons. So, brain fog being one of them. So, underlying energy is the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, the teamwork card in reverse, and cooperation card in reverse. Very interesting. The Prince's Trust has lost a team member. The Prince himself has lost a team member, a valued team member. Somebody has gone walkabout, and possibly the desire to reel him back in with this. certainly chimes with the energy of that card of loss of team member, loss of cooperation, come back, all is forgiven. Could be a strategic move by Prince Charles. Is it a strategic move, or is it a sinister move to reconquer America by means of subterfuge? And of course I am saying that as a joke and not as a fact. So, heart of the matter, Prince Charles, the heart of the matter, the world. Well, he's expanding his territory quite literally with the world card. Very public card, very successful card. And I don't think planting the flag and claiming that particular territory for the crown again, but definitely expanding his influence, wanting to expand his influence. And there's nothing subversive about that card. It is simply about a successful conclusion of a chapter. And of course, this has been a very successful charity, the Prince's Trust. It has done a lot of good. Whatever else Prince Charles has done that is not so good, the Prince's Trust has done a lot of good. It has been going now for almost 60 years, the Prince's Trust. That's a long time. And so this American branch of it would be the last and most successful, really, with that world card. Very wealthy country, very high profile. It would certainly be something that would look very good as far as the 60 years of Prince's Trust really goes, that finally it has landed up there and is seen to be doing very well there, as he, of course, more and more publicly kind of edges towards the throne. I think that's what's going on there. But let's see his real intentions in setting the Prince's Trust up. It is all about to take that key with the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the ultimate card of the British throne, because it is about status and hierarchy and organizations, and the head of the church. The Hierophant card is also about the church. It's about any formal organization that is supposed to represent the higher good. And the Hierophant, of course, the Taurus card, his mother, the Queen, is the Taurus. But it is about that long and enduring legacy. And these two cards really tell me it is not about Prince Harry per se. Maybe as the underlying energy that he's killing two birds, and there are two crows on here. He's killing two crows with one stone, and accomplishing his family goal of bringing Harry back into the fold, back into the team, but also making sure that his status is enhanced with this American branch of the Prince's Trust. So his intentions towards Prince Harry specifically now, the Knight of Cups, yes, there is an emotional motivation for doing this, an emotional reason, an offer of a cup to that crow that has flown away. Come back. I always get that energy with Charles. However angry he is and hurt and whatever, there is the comeback energy. And I always have to say, of course, he is Harry's father, and you don't just write someone off and forget about them when they are family. So yes, there is emotion there. There is some kind of connection, some kind of communication, some kind of hope, because it's sitting above this Three of Pentacles in reverse, some kind of hope that he can lure that recalcitrant son back with some kind of position and the Prince's Trust possibly. But it seems still quite vague. So let's see what's going on behind the scenes. Is there actual an outreach to Prince Harry and saying, come, you can leave your sorrows behind you, because we have got the Eight of Cups, but it's the Eight of Cups in reverse. Eight of Cups upright, yes, you leave your sorrows behind you and you move on. You leave something difficult behind you, emotionally difficult. But the Eight of Cups in reverse, they are stuck in that emotional bad place, very negative place. And if there has been any kind of offer, it doesn't look like it's been accepted. It doesn't look like it has reached Harry, or that he is prepared right now to leave whatever difficult situation he is in and accept that. Olive branch. Olive branch is the phrase that keeps coming up with Prince Charles. He allegedly invited Harry and Meghan to stay at Clarence House over Christmas. They didn't accept. He does seem to be making these gestures, whether they are gestures from true emotion, true desire to reconcile with Prince Harry, or whether they are because of his position that is coming up in the, I would imagine, near future as king, and he wants to look good, he wants to look forgiving, he wants to look kind, he wants to smooth over the terrible things that are going to come out in that book. So all kinds of levels of meaning and intention, I would say, for Prince Charles, but it does not look as if the message has been received or gratefully, graciously. It looks as if Prince Harry is stuck in his troubles, in his sorrows, and does not want to be the face of the Prince's Trust in the US, not just yet. Will we see it in future, the outcome of all of this death? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it with that card. Bad ending, the death card. Major change coming. I don't like the fact that it's sitting under the Hierophant, but you know, the symbolism is very obvious. I'm not going to go into it now, but there is big change coming up. There's massive change coming up. Change in the status of everyone involved, I think. And it's going to be really shake everyone to the core. I think it's going to be a lot more shocking than people quite imagine right now, and how different the world is going to be and how difficult this transformation is going to be as one assumes the mantle, one prince assumes the mantle, and I think one prince loses the mantle of glory of everything that the monarchy represents, because I can't help my eyes keep being drawn to that Three of Pentacles in reverse as I look at this death card. One, as I say, going up, one going down, one not a team player, not a team member, and however much there is that offer, it doesn't look as if it's being accepted right now, and in the end it doesn't look as if it is going to be accepted. So I'm not seeing anything nefarious really in these cards. I am seeing self-aggrandizement. I am seeing desire to raise profile in the US and to be seen as successful, as literally just to raise profile. I am seeing overtures to Prince Harry that are not being welcomed, not being accepted. He's not responding to them, and I don't think ultimately he is going to. So I don't think that we are going to see Prince Harry attending the New York Marathon, City Marathon in future on behalf of the Prince's Trust and that kind of thing. Easy enough of a gig as it would be for him, really. In America, it doesn't look like that is going to happen. So started out as a short reading, got a bit long, but interesting cards, somber cards, and not happy reading. Anyway, there it is. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.